window. We're going to get started. Oh, don't be a dick. Right, no, it's not being a dick. It all lined up. Heard Kings of Leon and nearly gave myself a skin graft. Neighbours must have loved it though. What do you mean, Natalie? The moo is so cute as a gift. It is cute. I am alright. I just had I got scared. I opened the window and it was in the perfect position. I had to reopen it and then I thought it weren't going to be in the perfect position, but it was in the perfect position and I unnecessarily worried myself. But other than that, I'm absolutely fine. Raven spell, yes. Hey Foofs, you alright, my love? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, Evil Natalie's listening to me in the bath. Yeah, I did miss your previous cop. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, let's get started. So, welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's live. We are talking about coping with the kids. We do parenting lives every Thursday. We also do women's health every Tuesday at 5 p.m. And this is your moment, guys, because I'm going to do some jibber jabbering. This is your moment to share the live to any other parents that you know on this app. Share this live to anyone that you know who wants to come in and vent about their kids. Have a little offload, have a little bitch fest about their kids, because we can do that. We're allowed to do that. This is a safe space. Nobody will be judged. Michelle says, I really didn't want to parent today. It was so rough. Honey, we all feel you. Those of us that have been blessed with the joys of having children. And it is a blessing. We shouldn't ever underestimate that, however much they send us to the edge. It is a blessing. I was going to share it to Mum, so I know she'll get in a box and expose me. Get your mum in here now, Becky. Anyway, we are talking about coping with kids today. Every week we change the subjects. Oh no, Rachel says I'm poorly today and I have Peppa Pig on repeat. Torture. Absolute torture, Rachel. Oh, and H says the kids have been testing her today. Bless you. Silly goose in the house. All right, so how we do these lives, I do an introduction, little opening statement. I've got some questions that I can either fire at you or you guys can jump in the box and I can fire the questions at you in the box. And at the we'll wing it and we'll see what we're feeling like today. We'll see we'll see how we roll. Okay, so I'm going to start with my little intro bit. Infinite just dropped a treasure box. Go get your coins in a minute. All right, so parenting is an incredible journey, but let's be real about it as well. There are days when our kids drive us straight to the edge, and we've all been there, from negotiating endless snack demands to buying your shit at the shops that you know they're going to be bored of in like 2 hours, to somehow finding ourselves saying things like, please don't lick the couch. Bring down those bottles out of your bedroom. Pick your clothes up off the floor. Stop being a little shit between gritted teeth and under your breath. Anyway, tonight is all about sharing those hilarious and sometimes head-scratching moments and figuring out how we keep our cool, or at least try to along the way. So we are here tonight. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to let loose. We're going to swap our best and worst survival stories from the trenches of parenting. And whether you are the master of the mum timeout, whether you are a snack hiding ninja, whether you pour wine into your tumbler that you carry around the house with you, like that's your business, whatever, or you are just here to feel less alone in the chaos of parenting. Tonight's about real talk and a little bit of humour to keep us sane. I'm just Jane says I'm definitely a snack hider. Anyway, so let's start with I'm going to ask you all a quick question. Substantial says my daughter's giving me side eye. Yes, Yaya. Safe space. Safe space. Whiskey and a cup of tea, says Nikki. Do you know, right? Okay, squirrels, sidetrack. I met a woman in the park yesterday. Bless her heart, she was lovely, but she felt like she was just like being really depressing. And she wasn't at all, but she was just telling me her whole life story. We was walking the dog and it was amazing. And then she started talking about Bailey's and how Bailey's her favourite drink. And I was like, I love Bailey's. Like, it's also my favourite drink. And then she started talking about having coffees with Bailey's in. And I realised it's been over a year since I've had a cup of coffee with Bailey's in. And I was like, I'm going to go home and order some Bailey's. Do you guys ever put Baileys in coffee? Because if you haven't ever experienced Baileys in coffee, it's a joy. And I might start doing it again. Right, some of you got some coins out of the goodie bag. I'm going to drop you another goodie bag. You're very welcome. All you got to do is share the live. Let's go. I love Baileys this time of year. Foofy says always. Baileys hot chocolate. Oh, I've not had it in hot chocolate. There's an idea. In it, Baileys in coffee. Oh, medicinal purposes. That's correct, Nikki. Medicinal purposes. So, just saying, guys, it's an alternative to wine in a tumbler. I'm just saying. All right. So, first question I want to ask you all is, what's the one thing your kids do that instantly makes you need a deep breath or a glass of wine? What's the one thing that your kids do that instantly makes you need a deep breath or say my name, says mum. Becky says when they doesn't do as he's told, breathes. You lot are savage. Tantrums for literally no reason. Not listen, says Vodka Rhino. Zoe says runs his mouth like a grown adult. I'm right there with you, girl. I'm right there. Oh Lord. Substantial also says breathe. Ah, Rachel, that's a good one. Both of them wanting my attention at the same time. Yeah, that's a deep inhale moment right there, because you're like, I'm one person. Michelle says makes every excuse under the sun. Becky says genuinely exists. Brutal. Oh, Psychic Sally wants to battle. I can't battle her. Thank you, Paula, for dropping the treasure box. Big up. Um, Bev says argue. Emma says floor drops. Nikki says repeating myself for the 10 millionth time. I think we all hard agree with you on that one, Nikki. Like when you've told them something repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly and they're not listening and you're just like and then you lose your shit and then they act like you're irrational and it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um Vodka Rhino says, when they see your hands full but demand something and kick off when it doesn't happen as soon as possible. Yes. Substantial says, I tell you what though, these are my people right here in the club. We all fam. This is the thing, right? It's like, I think the thing with parenting, right? I think sometimes people are scared to be honest about their true feelings. Like when they, when it's days when you just really dislike your human that you brought into the world. And, and I think people, and depending on circles that you move in, I think people sometimes really struggle with just being honest about just saying like, I hate my little person today, or like they're annoying the shit out of me, or I'm on the edge, or like, and I think that's why it's important we have conversations like this where you can just release. It's a safe space, you know. Zoe said when they gaslights me. Yeah. Rachel says yes, I do a very deep breath. Bickering over stupidness. Becky says he's a sensory seeker and I'm an avoider. Do you know, actually, my daughter's a bit like that. She's a sensory seeker, and I'm 100% an avoider as well. I'm with you on that one. Nikki says Lego. Yeah, stepping on Lego that they've not put away. Michelle says it's hard to just pick one, not gonna lie. Well, just write them, just release them, Michelle. Just put them in the chat. We're all here to listen. Release them. Becky says expects me to do everything in 2 seconds. Yes. Welcome in everyone. Hi Mum of Five. Hi Lindsay B. Hi Kazzy back up. When they say mum 15 times. Yes, even Natalie. Emma says when they touch my glasses. Oh. Hi Birdie. Bev says my eldest daughter could argue in an empty room. Snacks from Hannah Montana. When you teach them to have an opinion and then they give it to you. Do you know how many deep breaths I do a day on that one, Foofs? Hey, Sleepy Rach. Oh yeah, that's another one, isn't it, Vodkarano? When they just will not go to sleep. Yeah. I mean, I'll be lucky with that. Mine just goes to sleep and always has. I'm very lucky. But for those of you who have kids that you put into bed and then they don't go to sleep, that's exhausting as Lulubell, yes. When you put something on the stairs, then they all walk past it 900 times without taking it up. And then if you ask them to take it up, the the exasperation that comes out of them, like you're forcing them into child labor or something. Like, could you just pick up your own clothes and maybe just carry them up to your own room? And it's like, oh, end of world. Emma says, I work with my child. Help. Oh no, you're not one of those mums that's in the school with working with their kids, are you? God bless you. Infinite says, yeah, when he can't find something and then I find it instantly. Yeah. But to be fair, that started reversing a bit in my house. Like I lose my keys all the time and then she finds it. So now she's giving me the deep intake of breath, like, oh, you're so stupid. It's right there. But I hear, yes, Hannah, normalise that it isn't all a perfect picture, absolutely. Hello, Mama Five and Lindsay. Yes, Rachel, when you're on the phone and then they pipe up. Or when you go live and then they come down and start trying to buy stuff with Vinted because they know you're pinned in front of people and then you've got to say yes. Little shits. Little shits. I mean, darlings, darling children. Guys, is it my turn for the treasure box? I think it is, isn't it? Is it my turn? Oh, mate, it's just scrolled to the bottom of, oh, it's not, okay. Let me know when it is on, thingy, because, just give me a reminder, because I will forget, because I'm reading so many comments. Oh, it is, okay. I thought it might have been. I thought it might have been. No worries at all. Let's, Right, I'm going to drop you all another treasure box. Let's go. And the goodie bag's still there, guys. So if you want to get a coin out the goodie bag, all you got to do is share the live. I think it helps if you repost the live as well. All right, Nikki, see you soon, love. Thanks for popping in. Swoopsy's here. Guys, it's just scrolled me down to the bottom of the comments. I think I've missed about 10 or 15 comments. I apologize. Let me get question number 2 up. By the way, if any of you want to jump in a box and answer questions in the box, the boxes are open and you're welcome to come and sit in the box and answer the questions whilst I also read out the comments as well. Go get your coins, everybody, and if you wouldn't mind dropping a heart me or 18 bracelet, that'd be amazing as well. Hey Rianne, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Haley Comet. All right, let's get to the next question for you. So what would you say is your funniest, I can't believe I'm saying this, parenting moment? Don't come up in my box, Becky. No. You all right, Haley? You okay? So what is your funniest, I can't... Welcome to the party! Big up Shazzy D with the subscription. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the coven. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you're good, Hayley. Oh, I don't know who sent that one. Jem. Thank you, Jem. Becky says my child's attitude or when he falls over. What's your funniest? I can't believe I'm saying this parenting moment. Rachel, my daughter putting PVA glue all over her body and glitter. Hi, Marie. I don't know. Let me see if this. Oh, I think Infinite's pinned the question. Right, we got the boxes. Let's see what's happening with the boxes. Welcome to the party. Oh, there was a request, but it's gone. The chat is eating my comments. Sorry, it's tickety talk, innit? Tickety talk. Oh, barely got 10 coins out of the goodie bag. And if you're new around here, make sure you follow as well. That would be awesome. Let's do another one. Stop licking the wall. Yeah, and if you are a subscriber, you can spell out your comments as well in the chat. Thank you all for the heart me's and the team bracelets and the cheers or whatever. Thank you so much. When my daughter came in the living room with my toy and asked why I had a pink wand. I would have died. What's going right now? What now? Mummy, why have you got a pink wand? Oh my god! Oh yeah, I bet you was mortified. Bloody hell. Rachel says, eating all the advent chocolates out of her calendar. Did I tell you about what happened last night when I didn't tell you, like I told the mods. So I got into bed really early yesterday, right? TikTok was not the one last night, and I was just done with the day, and I must have been in bed about 6:30. Anyway, I fell asleep, and then I was rudely woken by my daughter, probably about, I don't know, 8:15, half 8, because she'd come down into the kitchen to get some snacks, and I'd eaten a bag of her what are they, like the bacon wheat crunchies 2 days earlier, and she'd got up onto the counter, and then the stuff's really high up, and she was trying to get it down. She couldn't find her snacks, and then she was stuck on the counter, but also I was asleep, so she was traumatized. So she just came in and stood over me and woke me up to tell me how disappointed in me she was that I ate her wheat crunchies. And I was like, babe, but there's like 8,000 other snacks up there you could have had. Wasn't good enough. No, it's the fact you ate them and said nothing. It was 2 days before. Like, come on, child. Yes, please. I was having such a good sleep as well. I just hit that beautiful sleep point as well. And then like I was startled awake, and she just stood there like cross-armed, like furious. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't call Childline, to be honest. I'm surprised she didn't. But yes, Rachel, eating all the advent chocolates out of her calendar. Yes. My child taught boys at school the South Park song "Chocolate Salty Balls," says Yaya. Oh no, Yaya. Right, I'm very far behind. I'm trying to read as many of these as I can. Kylie says her funniest moment was her child asking a double amputee if he left his legs in bed. Kylie, I should not laugh at that. Kids have no shame. Double if he left his. I'm not even going to repeat it. Rianne said my daughter stuck my old false nails on her fingers with sellotape. These kids. Oh, Kylie. I'm sorry. Yeah, TikTok is eating comments. I'm sorry, everyone. H said her daughter ate a snail. Ugh. Fufi says so did my son. Uh, Cherries, is it Cherise or Cherise? I'm not sure. Says getting funny looks with my daughter talking about us having to stay home because of bugs. She thought. Natasha says your top is not a tissue, and then the kid proceeds to wipe it on me instead. Yeah, I think we've all had kids wipe snot on us. Hey, Mashik. Insect day was insect day. Uh, Infinite said because she had to take him to A&E because he swallowed a metal ball bearing. My stepdaughter found my toy and thought it was a dog toy. Another one discovering toys. So we've had 2 toy discoveries. You fruity bunch. Hannah said these stories are my favourite things now. So you just got to know the right question to ask, Hannah. Um, Caroline says, when my son went through a phase throwing lemons and limes in Tesco and landing in people's trolleys. That's actually pretty funny, Caroline. I would laugh if a kid did that to me and it landed in my trolley. Um, Tasha says, my ASD child yelling butlins and scaring strangers. It's funny. My son rang my mum at 5 in the morning after he disabled my phone. Oh no. I ate the chocolates. Miss Soon to be Mrs. Greener says, I ate the chocolates out the calendar and just blamed the elves. You are the second advent calendar eater in here today. Right, I'm only 15 messages behind. I'm trying to get down, sorry. Um, I know H, these kids. Hold on. I got
So
one sec, Kylie, hold on. I'm trying to catch up and then I'm coming, hold on. Um my daughter is very sensory and direct and quite loud when she tells they smell bad. Lulubelle. My daughter is very sensory and direct. Dinky, when she tells them they smell bad. Oh, like so she's picking up the smells you mean of people and then tells them that they smell bad. To be fair, I'm a bit like that. I'm very sensory with my nostrils and I smell people and like I just pull faces. So if I was a child, I'd probably do the same. I'm not gonna lie. Been in something and then finding it. My daughter told her teacher how much I like to drink lots of wine at night, says Miss Chic. Oh no! Natalie says, being a dutiful mum, rubbing my daughter's back when she got a bug upchucked down the toilet. Oh, bless her. Poop up my leg and shocked both of us. Oh my goodness. My son shouted, why is that person so small in Sainsbury's? And I wanted to hide in the freezer. Oh, Marie. Becky says, my kid says I starve him daily. Right, if you are getting coins, make sure you are dropping us a little heart for me or a team bracelet, please. That'd be amazing. Sorry, Kylie. How you doing?
I'm good. I just had another one, and it was too long to actually put in the comments.
Go on.
So this was only a couple of months ago. This happened.
Yeah.
I had a drink the Sunday night in a pub I was working at, and I had about 3 glasses of wine, but it was enough to take me over the limit.
Yeah.
And I'd last had a drink about 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I had to take my son to school. And he went and told the teacher, because I had to walk him to school instead of drive him. And he told the teacher that we had to walk because mummy's still drunk. His teacher was also the deputy head and head of safeguarding lead.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Kylie.
So I had to stand there at 8 o'clock on a Monday morning and explain, no, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't even drunk the night before. I was technically legally over the limit, and I didn't want to risk driving him to school over the limit.
Little shits.
Like, I got 4 kids. I've got stories for days of these things these kids have done. I swear to God. My eldest has swallowed a paperclip. I had to take her into hospital for a paperclip swallowing.
Oh my god. You might want to stay in the box then, because I've got more questions.
I'll just chill here.
Yeah, chill in the box, man.
Like,
chill in the box.
Yeah, like I said, I got stories for days.
All right, babe. Right. I'm going to go to the next question, all right?
All right.
All right. And guys, if anybody else wants to come up in the box and share, you are more than welcome to. Come on up. Right, so the next question for you all is, do you have any secret stashes, like snacks or self-care items or anything else that you have hidden from your kids? Let's see if I can pop that in the chat, if that won't if that will go through. If that message comes through, could somebody, one of the mods, pin it for me, please? So do you have any secret stashes of snacks, self-care items, or anything else hidden from the kiddywinks?
Hiding chocolate in the tampon boxes is always a good one.
Oh yeah, we can't pin, so I'll have to keep reading the question out. There we go, guys. There's a new hiding place for you. Hold on. What have we got? Mama 5 says I hide all the chocolate. H says she hides the snacks, but they always find them. Laura says I used to hide iced tea. Really? One second. Sorry. Top shelf for Rachel. Snacks are up high in our house, says Vodka Rhino. Sprouts likes your hiding place, Kylie. Oh, you're drawing, Sweeps. Why don't you come in the box and do some drawing on camera if you want?
Either that or in the disgusting cereal box, like the brown flakes or things like that.
The ones they will never touch, yeah.
Yeah. The ones they don't hide them in the chocolate ones because they'll always find them. Always. Not in the brown flakes.
Hold on. Who's in the box? Oh, don't worry, darling. No worries, Swoops.
Hello. I don't know if anybody else is like me and has to hide absolutely everything they own because their child just seems to think it's a free-for-all and can take your clothes, your shoes, your makeup, your hairbrush, your hair ties, your hairpins, your underwear, everything.
Do you know, I'm quite lucky. Mine doesn't take anything, not even food.
Well, he just wants to dress up all the time, so he just takes all my clothes.
Oh, look, you've got a lot of people agreeing with you in the chat, Zoe.
I'm glad it's not just me.
I got 2 teenage daughters. My makeup is not safe. My shoes are not safe. My socks are not safe. Luckily, I'm a bit bigger than they are, so my clothes are. But everything else is free for all in my house. Like, absolute fair game to anyone who gets to it first.
I have to be quiet because he's only in the other room, but my makeup I've started hiding in my husband's toolbox.
Have you really?
Yeah. All my expensive stuff that I do not want him to touch, it's in the bottom of there.
I've actually got a locked cabinet in my living room with my makeup in so that the girls can't get at it. I've bought a cabinet that has a lock on it that they can't access. One of them has stolen the key, though. One of them stole the key.
Yeah.
so that they can get in it.
Oh
I'm like,
my
that's
God.
all my Made by
Criminal!
Mitchell makeup. I know, absolute
Criminals!
thieves in my house, Remy. Absolute thieves. This is unacceptable.
Ah, this is mad. Loads of people in the chat are saying they've got to hide everything from their kids. Um, um,
But I thought having boys, I wouldn't have this problem.
well, Dylan is a law unto
But then,
himself, isn't he?
but,
So,
but then Dylan decided he wanted to be the king of dressing up and
yep. And here we are.
thinks mummy's clothes are fair game. Do you know how many times I've gone to like my drawer and my tights have gone missing, or my one of my bras is missing? And I asked him where it is, and he's like, I've not touched it. Fast forward 2 days when we need to tidy his room, lo and behold, what am I finding? My tights, my bra.
Oh, brilliant. Maria says she's got 2 clever hiding spots. Make sure you share with us. Everyone's sharing their tips today, Maria. So make sure you share your hiding spots as well. This is why we call my child Feral Beryl. Becky says my child steals all my shit he can. Why do daughters do that to their mums? Evil Natalie says I gave up. They are good seekers. Mine think challenge accepted.
I swear that's what mine think. The harder I hide it, the better the more challenging it is to find it. And then they feel like they've won a game when they
Yeah.
find it and get it off me. Like, yes, I won. For God's sake.
I don't hide anything in my house, genuinely. Like, I don't know, like, because I think there is that element that if you do hide it, it then becomes a bit of a game. Like she knows that she can just help herself to food or whatever, and I'm not a makeup person really, so there's
See,
nothing really to steal.
the kids have their own snacks, but I have my snacks, and I want my snacks. I don't want you to touch my snacks. They're mine. It's my Haagen-Dazs ice cream, not yours. You have the
Yeah,
other ice cream.
yeah, fair enough.
That's not acceptable in my house, apparently.
After the snack story you told us yesterday, Remy, it sounds like you just eat the good snacks first and
Well,
then...
I tell you what, those crisps, they are exclusively for her because I don't normally eat them. And it was during the day that I'd run out of snacks, and that was like the only thing left, and I ate them because there wasn't anything else to munch on. And then I just forgot to buy them. But I bought loads of other crisps. But that was not good enough apparently last night. But anyway, right. So next question for you all is. Sorry, I've got to get back to the screen. When your patience runs out, what's your go-to move to reset for either you or for them? So when your patience runs out, what's your go-to move to reset for you or for them? I'll drop that in the chat for you all as well. And if anyone in the box wants to answer about when your patience runs out, what do you do to reset yourself, or or the kids? Yaya says take 5 minutes alone. H says I hide and eat chocolate. Vodka Rhino says breathe, and if that doesn't work, tell her I need to walk away for a moment, but I'll come back. Yes, I've used that one.
I lock myself in the bathroom
I knew you was gonna say
until
that.
they stop shouting mum, and then I come out.
I knew you love a hide in the bathroom, didn't you?
Listen, it happens about 3 times a week in this house.
I lock myself in my bedroom because I've got a lock on my bedroom door, and I lock myself in my bedroom and the kids can't get into my door, and until they stop rattling and give me 5, I ain't coming out. And until then, my house is a free-for-all, every man for themselves. Like, if you go down, you better stay down because the other man's gonna, it's just feral. Like, you know the scene from Mean Girls where they're all like having the jungle fight in the hallways? Yeah, that's what my house turns into when I hide from them. And I'm just may the best man win.
I feel you with that one, Kylie, because to be
Leave them to
honest,
it.
I don't lock myself in the bathroom. There's probably going to be more damage than me locking myself in the bathroom, so I'm going to the bathroom.
This is what I say. I say if I don't get away from you right now, there's going to be more damage done. So I'm just going to leave you to it for 5.
Yeah.
And whatever damage is done, I'll deal with when I'm in a better frame of mind to deal with it. Because right now I'm going to go feral.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just trying to read some of the comments. Mum of 5 says she just throws out shit. Michelle said, well, my child wouldn't put his shoes on, so I yeeted the shoe across the room. Yes, Michelle. We've all done that. We've all done that, I think, at some point. I also try and explain to my little one, I'm a single mum, so try and let her know it isn't her, but I need just a little bit of time. Yeah. Yes, you can, Michelle. You can blame your pregnancy hormones. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for the team bracelets, Birdie. And thank you, Hayley, for the roses. And Paula, thank you for the team bracelets, everyone.
Hi, Miss Remy.
Hi, Maria. Hi, darling. I forgot you were there. Sorry. Hello.
Oh, it's all right. I'd come to quickly tell you my hiding spots.
Go on. What's your hiding spots?
First of all, the best hiding place is where nobody in the house goes apart from Mum, and that's the cleaning cupboard.
Yes.
And my other hiding spot is I've got a very sneaky teenager that can sniff out everything. So I hide stuff behind the kickboards in the kitchen.
Oh, that's
like presents and
clever.
stuff for Christmas.
Those
Yeah.
little bits that slide out at the bottom of the.
Yeah.
Maria's a genius.
That's
I
clever,
do
isn't
come in
it?
handy sometimes when I'm not crying.
Oh, bless you. Oh, Becky does that as well. But the thing is, if you've got dogs, and the dog's not going to sniff it out, that is an elite
I've
hiding
got-
spot, isn't it? Substantial. Sorry, Maria. Go
I've
on.
got 3 wild
My
kids.
dogs
I
would
couldn't have a dog.
absolutely. I've got 4 kids and 3 dogs, and mice food would not be safe in the kickboards.
Yeah.
Them dogs would have it.
Now you've mentioned the dogs, it doesn't sound like a good idea. I'd have no kitchen cupboards there.
No, you wouldn't.
How's my kid heard about talking about snacks? She's just come up to me and said, ask me for some of my ice creams. I don't have ice cream.
Can I please have a bowl of ice cream, please?
That is genius. That is absolutely genius.
Kids hear everything, guys.
I know
Everything.
they do. They really do. They really do. Maria,
Can you hear me?
I can now. It went weird then.
Sorry.
Go on.
I'm putting the Iceland shop away, so I'm going to jump back down. I just wanted to tell you the hiding spots, but
That
the
was
second
genius.
one, the kickboards, is
Yeah.
where I put the presents, not food items. I put presents there for this time of year.
Oh, behind the kickboards.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I'm a bit. Lulabelle's just written, and I agree with this. I can't hide things because I'd never remember where I put them. The safe place would never be found again. That's exactly me.
Do you know how many presents I've lost and then found like a year later? Happens every year. And then by the time we're 12 months on, he's moved on from what he was into last year. I can't give it him.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. But thank you for that, Maria. Thanks for popping up and telling us that. And again, the boxes are open. If anyone wants to jump up and share as well, you are more than welcome. All right, so my next question for you all. If parenting, yeah, exactly, Hannah, but then it becomes a surprise again. Yeah. This is why I give stuff whenever I buy it, because I'll forget about it if I hide it. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts. I really appreciate it. And go get your coins, guys. We've got treasure boxes and we've got goodie bags. If you want to get something out of the goodie bag, make sure you're sharing the live. How many shares have we had today? Can somebody put the number in for me? Because I haven't got my phone open. And it's
130.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you. All right. So the other question for you: if parenting came with a manual, what would be the first chapter that you would want written? If parenting came with a manual, what would be the first chapter that you would want written?
Say goodbye to your sanity.
the stuff they don't tell you about pregnancy and newborns. Like they don't tell you that the
That's true.
baby's going to jump on your bladder and you're going to wee yourself in the middle of McDonald's. They don't tell you that little boys get little happies and all stuff like that. And I was all shocked about all of this stuff. They don't warn you that little girls can have little menstrual cycles like at a month old. They don't warn you in any of that. And I think all of that should be more known.
I know what you mean. Yeah, all the things that they never tell you about. I agree with that. I'm sure I said that after I gave birth, probably like a year in. I was like, somebody needs to write a book about all the stuff that like I've learned that nobody told me about. That would be a great book.
I did think about doing it at one point.
Yeah.
And I do think it'd sell, but I'm dyslexic and got ADHD and I'm crap at writing, so that's kind of where as far as the plan got, really.
The fact that childbirth ain't as pretty as what they make it out to be on the telly.
No.
That was like a shock for me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right, let me go through some of these comments, some of these answers. Oh, bless you. Natalie says, I'm stacking my treasure boxes until the end and hope to give a bigger one. Oh, bless you. Thank you, darling. Doobie 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 doo. Gemma says, there is no rules, just hope for the best. Yep. Soph says, throw out the manual. Substantial says, the chapter that they'd want written would be called You're About to Lose All Your Sanity. Brace yourself. Very true. H says, things you will never do alone again. That's a good one. Reindeer says, I'm here for Remy's timeline special. Welcome. We need some really juicy drama for me to do another timeline, guys. But we'll have more timelines. They are coming, Reindeer. Maria says, first rule of parenting is there are no rules. Little Miss Numbnut says, about you'll never have no sleep ever again. Yaya says, the chapter that she'd want written would be that you come first. You can't fulfill your roles if you are not 100% agreed. Natalie says, no one prepares you for the difference between boys and girls. True. Really, they can never heard of that about baby girls.
What about get ready to make mistakes?
Yeah.
I think that's a really important one because I think a lot of the time we go into this and we think, yeah, I'm going to be the best parent. And then when we do mess up, the guilt we feel afterwards can be horrible. So I think it's important to know that it's okay to not be perfect 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And normalise being a parent and making mistakes because there is no manual and we all are just winging it.
Yeah, absolutely. What else have we got? Marie said first page and it would just say good luck, love. I like that. I might have missed some. Sorry, everyone. Oh, don't feel guilty if you get coins, guys. Honestly, don't feel guilty at all. Trust your gut and throw the book away. It's not to be perfect. Alexa, stop. Right, do you guys want to keep talking, Zoe and Kylie, for a couple of minutes? I just need to go and put the lasagna in. Or I can play music. What do you want to do? Do you want to have a chinwag?
I think me and Kylie can have a chinwag.
Have a chinwag about parenting and all the things. Or just read out the comments, alright? I'll be 2 secs.
I've been cleaning my house today. And I've just found a Coca-Cola bottle with its lid off. Coca-Cola still on the bottom. And it's filled with pennies and lipstick. It's like, these are the things that we have to deal with as parents.
The weird stuff you find around your house as a parent it just never ceases to amaze me.
Ooh, look.
mental.
I wonder where they get it from half the time. It's weird.
No. Like, I'm betting that wasn't the eldest one. He doesn't drink Coca-Cola, but that will have been the 2-year-old thinking he's funny. But
My kids' thing is I find never-ending level amounts of ring pulls in my house, like from the tops of cans and stuff. For
yeah,
some reason, my oldest two, they take the ring pulls off. I don't know why.
and just stash them somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Mine keeps emptying. We've got like a big demijohn jar filled with pennies, and
Yeah.
my 2-year-old's taken it upon himself to daily empty out a handful of pennies, refuse to give them back, and then he's got a hiding place for them, but I can't find this hiding place. I don't know where he's putting these pennies. I've searched high and low, but I don't know what he's doing with them.
The toy box or down the back of his bed.
I've checked the toy box, they're not in there. I'm gonna have to pull his bed out and see if they're in there.
Yeah. That's probably where they are. That's where my daughter usually stashes everything. My 2-year-old. Well, no, she's 3 now. That's where she stashes everything down the back of her bed.
Right, I am back. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, ladies. I had to put the food in because a hangry child will send me over the edge. So I had to go and put that in the oven. 30 minutes and then it'll be done. I'll be off here. The food will be ready. Everyone's happy. All right, next question for everyone. Let's just say mute up. What's your last resort trick to get the kids to listen when nothing else works? I'll drop that in the chat. What is your last resort trick to get the kids to listen when nothing else works? Bribery. Bribes.
Yeah, that's my go-to as well as bribery. Screen time bribery, chocolate bribery, just whatever bribery it takes.
Snacks, or I'll buy you the things you wanted. I'm selling the pony, says Soph.
I'll be honest with you, twice last week I put Arlo to bed with his iPad because he's going through a bit of sleep regression and I was knackered, and I just knew if I let him go and get in bed with that iPad, he's going to play until he falls asleep. So that's what I did because Mummy needed sleep.
Yeah.
Like, we just got to do what we got to do, guys.
Yep. Send them to nanny. Oh, if only that was an option for some of us. The internet goes off. Yeah, see, my cousin does that. When the kids ain't listening, he's got something on his phone. It just cuts off their internet. And then they have to ask, or they have to do the thing that they're supposed to do before it gets turned back on. Needs must, says Michelle. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts. Appreciate it. Bribes. Got to be bribery. Lots of bribery I'm hearing from you lot. Put on the naughty step if needs must, says Rachel. Are any of you stubborn fuckers like me that like just won't do bribery? Like will just stay at an impasse? Marie's said, yeah. Hate says I have to walk away because they have PDA. Yeah. Family link is the best, says Evil Natalie. Hey, Shani Sham. Jojo says, when I ask the boys to clean up and they're still not helping, I go in and make more mess and then they soon clean. Hello, faces. Hi, darling.
If it's cleaning, I tell the children if they don't pick it up by the time I've counted to a certain number, then I'm getting the black bags and it's going in the bin. They soon pick it up.
Yeah, that's a bit of threats there.
I am all open to bribery, threats, punishment, anything, whatever goes. If it works, it works. I'll go for it.
Yeah, fair. Marie says I can be very stubborn too. Yep. Fair play. All right. Let's go on to the next question. How are you, faces? Are you okay? Evil Natalie says I won't. We're about to battle it out. Um, exactly, Hannah. It's a Scorpio vibe, isn't it? We're just born stubborn. We're just born stubborn as hell. Uh, I remember, like, just as an example, when my daughter was at that age where they would have tantrums out in public, and like, I remember one time she had a tantrum, but the doors were like open and closing, and she had a tantrum right in the bit, so the sensor was just stopped because she was lying on the floor, having a kick in legs and arms tantrum on the floor, and so I just walked outside and sat on a bench opposite, and I was just watching people walking in and out of the store, stepping over my child, and I was just like, I'm just gonna wait it out. Like, I'm not gonna buy her the thing she wants. You have a tantrum with them. And I remember it took the security guard. He eventually saw that there was this child lying on the floor for about 3 minutes because I was not fucking budging. I was done. I was done. And I just sat on the bench, just sat there looking at her. You know, I could see her. She was safe. I saw the parents like walking past and the old people walking by, looking at the child, looking at me, shaking their heads, couldn't give a fuck. And then a security guard came over, looked at the child, looked at me, and was like, and I was like, I'm just waiting. And then she eventually just got up and walked over, and the tantrum was over. Um, yeah, when you need to pay for something, but they think you're taking it away from them. Yes, that moment where they lose their shit, and you're like, I got to scan this. Got to put it in a bag. Like, chill out. Like, they just lose their minds, don't they? I'm so glad to be out of that phase. Like, it was awful, and God bless anyone who's currently in that phase.
I
So
was dumb. I took a break. I got to what was it, 6 and 8, so we was pretty clear at that stage, and then I hit reset and had a baby.
crazy, crazy,
I know.
crazy woman.
I know. And then I did it again. I waited till he was 3 and had another one. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You Looney Tune.
Wait until
Yeah, there's the only explanation for it. Lunacy.
Oh,
I got
dude.
fixed. I ain't doing that again.
Oh, she's finally learned, everybody. She's finally learned.
I've learned. We've got a telly. No more kids.
Yeah, welfare check on Kylie. Bloody
I
hell.
waited 9 years.
I'm not
between my
okay.
two.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
funny.
I waited 9 years between my two, and I question my life choices on a daily basis.
Maria's just said the same. She's waited 10 years for her between hers. Mary says my daughter was 13, then I ended up pregnant with so you had 13 years between yours. Oh my.
Michelle, 13, 10, and you're pregnant. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. There's no hope for you, darling. I'm sorry.
You
Sorry.
crazy ladies, all of you, all crazy. 20 months between Gemma's. Michelle said I've already lost hope. 16 and 3, Mary. Wow. Gosh. You
To be
crazy.
fair, my husband's was worse. His eldest was 15 when we had our son. So he had 15 years between his two.
Oh, wow.
And his oldest and youngest are 18 years apart.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's a massive age gap.
I know, she was like a full grown adult.
Yeah. So what is your favourite mum hack that saves your sanity, even just a little bit? What's your favourite mum hack? Or dad hack, if we've got dads in here as well. I'll pop that in the chat. I don't know if that's going to go through. It might do, it might not. Being scary looking, vape, let dad deal with it, Michelle says. Mine are 13 and 18, so only 5 years, and I'm never doing it again. Packing snacks, Rachel. Yes, when their blood sugar drops, man.
That's what I was going to say was
Oh, was ya?
preparation's key, and it's at everything.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, prep.
Yes.
Prep. And when it's too much, that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
Don't be embarrassed to phone your friends up and scream and shout and say, if you don't come and take this, they're going to take me away. That would be my hack. Ask for help.
Yeah. Very good.
Always.
Very good. Thank you, my love.
Yeah, and empty threats. If you're going to say you're going to do something, then do it.
Hannah just said when it gets bad, it's bath time, and I completely agree
Yeah.
because it's like an emotional reset for them.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Rachel says, taking yourself away for 2 minutes, breathe, and then go back. Yeah, I agree. It is okay to walk away, or lock yourself in the bathroom or whatever if it's
Definitely.
safe. Like it's okay to walk away and just have a moment. Go and have a fag. Go and have a whatever.
As long as they're
Just
safe, just leave
yeah,
them, isn't it? Just get yourself away, calm yourself down. Because the worst thing to do is do anything or say anything in anger, and you've got to live with it, and it's
yeah,
horrible.
absolutely, absolutely.
My biggest thing is make sure you've got a village, because I've
Exactly.
found, like, when I was a kid, I was always round my nan's, and my parents' generation kind of just left us with our nans. Now now that they're grandparents, they don't want to do the same, and I've had to create my own village
Mm,
because my mum's still so young. My mum still works full-time job, so she's not, she's not able to just. I can't drop my kids round to my nan like to their nan like my mum did. So I've had to build a village of my
yeah,
friends and family
yeah,
that can help, rather than
yeah,
rely on my mum as
yeah,
much
Find someone who
as
can have that connection, isn't it?
yeah, and that person can give you that break,
yeah.
because we all need a break.
I hear you on that one, Kylie. Like
I'm just
I
gonna mute you,
used to.
Kylie, because the background sounds quite loud in my
Yeah,
ear.
sorry, I went to mute it at the same
Oh,
time.
okay. No, wait,
I
sorry, I
used
didn't mean to
to.
cut you off. Sorry.
I used to get a lot of support from my grandma because my mum was still working, etc. And then things have changed, and now my village is extremely small because the help isn't the same, and that's okay. But it is still important to
You've got 82 people in here helping.
exactly, and it is important
Yeah.
to find those supports, like Fufi was saying, because parenting's hard. It's an emotional roller coaster, let alone a physical roller coaster. And we are all human, and without having a space to vent frustrations or
That moment when everyone backs off, when everyone's done the visiting, when everyone's done the cooing and ahhing, and I don't know, Babby's about 2 months old and you've had no sleep and you don't know when you last had a shower or wiped your foof, and you just suddenly sit there with an overwhelming, oh my god, days, I've got to do this. I'm responsible for a human, and everything else, and it's emotions and tiredness like you've never felt in your life. I still felt like my pimples were sewed to my toes from the C-section. So there's all these things going on, isn't there?
Yeah,
And I think it's really important that you can just go, help. That's okay.
and not just in the beginning, because
No.
the beginning's hard.
Yeah.
But these kids are gonna test you, and they're gonna test your patience, and they're gonna test how much you worry, and it never. I think as parents, even it don't matter whether they're 10 or 30. I think we'll always worry the same.
Oh, Zoe, mine's 33, and I was actually saying to someone with toddlers this morning that I do think it was easier when he was a toddler because I was more in charge and I knew where he was, what he was doing.
mm,
Whereas now he's got some life stuff going on, just the stuff that we've all dealt with, relationships, and it's horrible because there's nothing I can do apart from be there and give him advice. But it is actually a bit. I feel more worried now as an adult because I can't just say get to your room, don't talk to that girl, she smells, because it doesn't work like that. He lives with her and everything, so And that I find that on a different side of it hard as well.
yeah,
I'm not the she's not good enough for my son, but it's really, really hard to bite your tongue.
yeah.
So you've all got that to look forward to who's not had it.
Brilliant. Thank you for that pick
It's
me up.
really good fun.
Thanks for that pick me
Really.
up. Right, I'm going to move on to the next question. Next question for everyone in the comment and those of you in the boxes as well is, when all else fails, what's the one thing you turn to for a laugh or a pick me up?
Alcohol.
I knew it. I knew you was going to say that. I knew it.
Only because chemical enhancement's frowned upon these days.
Dancing is a good one, Vodka
Yeah,
Rhino.
dancing's good.
Drawing for Rachel. TikTok for Little Miss Numnut. TikTok for Sleepy Rach. What?
For me, it depends what mood I'm in and how much of a pick me up I need.
I
Yeah.
think for me, it was adult company. I was a lone parent. So I had 3 jobs, but one of my jobs in the evening was a pub, and I really looked forward to my Tuesday night work because it was ladies' darts night, and I could just be Carol Ann. I wasn't mum. I wasn't, it was that, remember, just time for you. And alcohol, yeah. See, Rachel likes the grapes as well.
Yeah. So we've got crochet, we've got knitting, watching a film. Lots of you saying TikTok. Rock music with the earphones in. Music to match the mood. Gaming for Tasha. I like these answers, everyone. Thank you. Goddess Karma wrote lettuce. Hmm, okay.
You mean green?
Oh, could mean green.
That's what I took it as, but that might just be me.
Yeah, well, we know why you would take it like that, hun.
I just like cooking.
Like the smokable broccoli sticks.
What, Zoe?
I said like the smokable broccoli sticks.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A nice bath with candles. Yeah, Jemmy and Jaspy. TikTok is easy to pick up and put down for me.
Yeah,
Bath.
serial killer documentaries, yeah.
Yes.
I'm a nice mix of that. I'm sat in my very special Christmas pajamas today, watching all about this not very nice man, whilst crocheting pigs in blankets. I think it's all lovely. Having the time of my life, I am.
Oh my god, that sounds just like me, Fifi. I was sitting there doing my crochet and watching Britain's Evil Killers.
Yeah, I watched that one yesterday.
Perfect.
Finished it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Married at First Sight for Little Miss Numnut.
Married
Nice.
at First Sight. It's making me angry at the moment.
Oh dear. The Menendez brothers. Yeah, for Rachel.
Hey, I've started watching Baddies, and you think
I heard the little baddies in the background.
Someone's been singing it.
Baddies!
Arlo has not been watching Baddies. I will make that clear. I am not that kind of a mother. But yeah, I've been watching that, and it's been so refreshing because I've been able to get my drama fix, but it's not been like toxic TikTok drama.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been quite nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
Genuinely a conversation. This is my serious one. It's a conversation. Fine, if you've got someone in your life, even if it is just on TikTok, and I mean this in a genuine way as well. My inbox is always open if anyone wants a rant, because sometimes you just need to get it off your chest, have someone to talk to, communication, and someone who's not going to judge you or question you. And sometimes that is easier if it's someone you don't know, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Than someone. I know friends who had serious struggles with their mental health who were always frightened to speak up because they were scared of social services. So it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Just talk to people.
All right. One more question I've got for you all is,
I like being your donut, Rachel.
if you had one magic button that would fix any parenting challenge, what would it solve for you? And it could be something that's personal right now, or generally speaking. If you had one magic button that would fix any parenting challenge, what would it solve for you? Let me know the answers. Clean my house instantly. Yes, Hannah.
My kids had listened the first time.
Yes, Kylie.
What they were told, when they were told. Because then, you see, if they did that, I could do the cleaning. That's not a problem. But it's because these kids don't behave that the cleaning don't get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Natalie, understanding my kids as there's times when not now because Lewis is grown up, but when he was smaller, for me, through his teens was hard. We've kind of covered this before, that just trying to understand each other, and where he would get anxious, for me to be able to make his anxiety go away from him, just to tell him it's okay to be sensitive, it's okay to worry, but want to fix it all for him, but you can't fix it all for him.
Yeah. And Rebel wrote that. Rebel Bell wrote "Take Away My Son's Worries" as well. Big up Rachel, who just subscribed. I don't know why your song didn't play those. That's a bit
Whoop, whoop,
annoying.
Rachel.
Hold on, let's get a song for Rachel. One sec. Big up Rachel for the subscription. Thank you, my love. Thank you very much.
I have a really, really good relationship with my mum, and it always saddens me when I sort of then when you're growing up a bit and realise people don't. There's never been a father in our lives at all that was of any positive benefit. And I'm one of 4, and it's all girls, and we're all just fiercely defensive of each other. We've got each other's backs. Find those people, whether it's male or female. Not the friends that compete with you, but the friends that want to pick you up, and they'll do the same with your kids, won't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like the comparison parents.
No, I
My
don't
little
either.
Johnny's walking, and my little Johnny doesn't, and
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that note, I'm going to go and be 1950s housewife and cook Phil some tea.
All right, love. Thanks for popping
Right.
up.
Catch you all later. Once
Bye,
again,
babes.
thanks, Emmy.
Bye, darling.
Toodles, toodles,
Big
everyone.
loves.
Bye-bye.
So some other answers: cooking, cleaning, magic seas. Yeah, that would be a button. Take away my son's worries. Cook tea we all like. Yes, Soph. Understanding my 5-year-old SEM baby. Yeah. Hannah's just dropped a treasure box, guys, as well. Make sure you get your coins. My mum and dad are my rocks, especially at the moment, says Rachel. Oh, I'm so happy for you that you've got that village around you that are supporting you and helping you. It's amazing when that happens. Not all of us have that, but when you do,
It sounds
honestly.
like a Pokemon.
See, this answer's going to sound a bit weird at first,
Go on.
and just hear me out before anyone judges me or jumps into me. If I could take one thing away, it'd be mine and my children's neurodivergencies, because it makes the world so much more difficult for them than it has to be. The world isn't currently set up for my children's difficulties in life, and if I could take them struggles away from them, I think our lives would all be so much easier, because we would be able to understand each other. Now, I'm not saying I don't love my children for who they are, because I absolutely do. I do, without a doubt. But the world isn't set up for them, and that makes me so sad.
Matt Garrett.
I agree on that one, Kylie, because my eldest, he's got autistic traits, and he also has cystic fibrosis. And if I could take that away from him tomorrow, I would, like, watching him go through what he's been through.
Yeah.
It's hard as a parent, because these things are completely out of our control. And if we could have, and I don't like using the word normal, but if we could have like an ordinary child that didn't have these difficulties and these problems, we'd take it away from them tomorrow. But it does not mean that we don't love them for who they are and appreciate their uniqueness and how strong it makes them.
Yep.
So I get you on that one, Kylie.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat also get you on that as well, Kylie. So yeah, don't worry about being judged or anything. I think a lot of people can relate to that thought. And it's as you said, it's not because of the child; it's because of the world in which we exist in. So yeah, I totally hear you on that.
Yeah, some people, if I just say to them, like, I wish I could take away my children's neurodivergencies, they just assume it's because my children are difficult.
Yeah.
But that's not how I mean it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we hear that, as parents in here, we hear that. And like I said, no judgment there at all. All right, so we got a couple more minutes left, so I just wanted to just offer some friendly suggestions to support parents who may be having a challenging time with their kids right now. These are just some thoughts that you know you can either take on board or not. It's up to you. It's your choice. Um, just adjusting my screen. So number one, take a parent pause. Okay, it is okay to step away for a few minutes, and if things feel overwhelming, you can take a quick breather, even if that just means stepping into another room or putting on a favorite song. A moment of calm for you can help set a new tone. Number two, celebrate the small wins. Parenting has its own pace, and sometimes a small win is more than enough. So celebrate those little moments of progress, even if it's just your child listening for the first time or getting through a meal without a meltdown. Number three, create a go-to list of calming activities. So you could write down a few quick calming activities for you and for the kids that can help diffuse tense moments. Things like going outside, reading a favorite book together, or having a quick dance party together. My daughter's current favorite one is me doing like AI, her versus AI questions. And she normally beats the AI, which is fun. We do that together sometimes, and she loves that. So just, tailor it to whatever your kids are into. Number four, lower the pressure. Sometimes just giving yourself permission to lower expectations for the day can make all of the difference. And not every moment with your children has to be productive or perfect, especially when everyone is feeling a little bit stressed. And I think that's a really good reminder, especially when, you got the Facebook mums, you know, with their perfect days out, their perfect weekends with their kids, and they're always doing something. And like, you don't always have to be doing something. Yeah, Vodka Rhino, recognize times to have lazy days at home without guilt or shame or feeling like you should be doing more all the time. Like, just take that pressure off yourselves. um, Number five is use humor when you can, because laughter can really be a lifeline on tough days. And find humor in the little things, even if it's like a messy meal or if it's a classic, only my kids would do this kind of moment. Sharing these funny stories with friends can turn a rough day around. Pretty much like what we're doing today, sitting in here sharing stories and lightening that load, and using a bit of humor to get through all of this. Number six, ask for help when you need it, and remind yourself that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. And whether it's asking a friend to listen, or letting a partner or a family member step in, or even using local support services, there is no shame in getting support. And number seven, connect with other parents. Sometimes all we need is a little reminder that we're not alone in the chaos. And connecting with other parents, even just through a quick message, can help lighten the mental load and bring some perspective. Number eight, turn repetition into a game. So for kids who don't always listen, sure, we know some of those. For kids who don't always listen, try turning directions into a fun or a playful challenge. Uh, um, Repetition can feel less frustrating if there's some humor or competition involved. Like, I bet you can't put your shoes on before I count to 10, those type of games as well. Number nine, practice self compassion. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel frustrated, tired, or just done with the day sometimes. Parenting isn't about perfection, and kids learn a lot by watching us handle our own ups and downs. So take care of yourself so that you can take care of them. And number 10, focus on connection over correction. When everyone's having a hard day, sometimes a little connection can be more impactful than correction. Spend a few minutes doing something enjoyable together, even if it's just cuddling on the couch or playing a quick game, just to reset the vibe. And that's it. We're going to close with a song, guys. So tap the screen and enjoy.
Can I just also say to everyone, just don't be so hard on yourself, guys. We're all winging it.
Yeah. Ah, Infinite just sent a love drop. Thank you, Infinite. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, thank you for coming up into the boxes. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Let's get a song on and then let's get out of here. I can smell my lasagna. Ha, ha. Thank you, Hannah. We do have a goal, which I haven't mentioned all fucking live because I forgot about it. But if you can help with any of those target goals up there whilst we play our final song, that would be amazing to support the room. If you've enjoyed the live, if you can afford to. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.